Well, let's talk federal policy. There was a really significant piece of legislation that was passed into law last summer. It was originally called the National Plan to End Parkinson's Act. They very thoughtfully shortened that to the National Parkinson's Project. This was introduced by Rep. Bill Rockis and Rep. Wexton, Jennifer Wexton, and that did successfully pass last year, and it is in the process of implementation. What should people know about this legislation?
Yeah. So I think one of the most remarkable things about it is that it really was a bipartisan bill because, as we know, Parkinson's doesn't care which way you vote. It can affect anyone. And so the government really, through our advocacy, which I'll go more into later, saw that this was a big concern and there was a big gap here. And so the National Parkinson's Project has a few. I'm just going to give high level. It's going to address a lot, but it essentially increased federal research funding. That's the really big thing. And also it's supposed to help kind of streamline and develop new models of care. It's supposed to see where there are disparities in diagnosis amongst different communities. And this is all the next immediate step of this plan is to create an advisory council within Health and Human Services. And this advisory council is going to be made up of doctors, people with Parkinson's, families, caregivers, researchers. And we can't decide who's on that panel, but we will work closely with HHS and our stakeholders in the government to help kind of advise through that process and continue advocating. But that advisory board is going to be really important for kind of keeping an eye on where funds are going, how we're implementing the program, research programs, care programs, and then each year they'll draft a report to give to the Secretary of HHS, kind of as a check-in every year to see how things are going. So that's the immediate next step, and we're in the process soon of finding people for that.